haven't done one of these videos in quite a while now. However, when I saw the sneak peeks of the latest sézane collection, I knew I had to film a video on it because this might be my favourite sézane collection that I have seen in a very, very long time. So firstly, the imagery, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I love all of the cooler tones, the boho vibe of it, the, you know, free-spirited, slightly hippie vibe of this collection. It is right up my street. Starting out with this gorgeous print, this navy floral print. This reminds me of Chloe, it reminds me of Ulla Johnson, it reminds me of all of the brands that I love, Isabel Marant as well. And this also reminds me very much of the OG sézane. The sézane before they went a little bit more minimal, a little bit more trendy and Gen Z. This was kind of what their roots were initially, and I adore this print. They have the maxi shirt, which I actually have never tried that or really thought much about it, but I guess it's a version of the max. I'm not quite sure how they differ. I'm also not sure what the composition of these pieces will be like. To me, this print looks like it'll probably be viscose. I really hope it's not, but it does look from first impressions that it could be, which will be disappointing if it is. But there's a top, a shirt and trouser matching set, and then a dress. This dress looks like a little bit of an awkward length for me. I probably won't be trying this one as much as I love the print, but I may try the shirt. The trousers look just like way too long and a little bit too wide, a little bit too high-waisted and statement, but the shirt could work really nicely with a pair of jeans, shorts, skirt, that kind of thing. This picture, beautiful, absolutely gorgeous, so 70s. I love it. This top is the Maru blouse. I really do like the silhouette of this. It's a little bit cropped. It's got the cinched waist, the cinched sleeves. The colour is not my favourite, to be honest. I wish this was in a different colour. But if this is your colour, I really love that. And I love the styling as well with the denim midi skirt and the white beaded necklace. Absolutely gorgeous. This jumper is very hard to see with her arms crossed, covering half of it. I'm not quite sure what the hemline looks like and how long or cropped it is. Again, not quite my colour, but I do appreciate this beautiful crochet. We have some necklaces. I'm not really into the jewellery, to be honest, but I can appreciate it styled with the pieces. I think it looks really beautiful in the lookbook, and I do think it's good inspiration for how you might want to style these pieces with jewellery. I would just look for jewellery like this on Vinted, or thrift it, or look on eBay for vintage stuff, because it's stuff that isn't really worth a huge amount because it's not precious metals. But it is very beautiful within the styling. I don't really like the Gaston Crescent bag. This is already out, actually. It's okay. I understand it in terms of the collection. I understand it in terms of the whole boho vibe, the Chloe vibe being very in for 2025. I like the braided leather on the straps. I think that's a nice touch, but it looks a little bit big and a little bit plain for my liking. I definitely prefer the Justine basket to this one. These shoes are really nice. I love them, but I don't buy sézane shoes or sézane sandals with that very flat leather base. I've talked about this before. They are just so uncomfortable in my experience. I recently bought a pair of sandals from a Danish brand that are so lovely and comfortable, and they were a similar price. I think they were 190, so comparable price to sézane, and honestly they are worlds apart. So I will link those down below if you're interested. This Eponia shirt looks very sézane. It looks very kind of what they normally do. They have 1,000,001 varieties of white blouses like this, so nothing overly special, but you know, it's pretty. It's also already released, so not technically part of the new drop. This Morgan belt is interesting. This has been out for a while as well, a beaded belt. It's a really nice idea. I don't know how practical it is. It looks like it could be a little bit uncomfortable to have all of these beads sort of like digging into your waist or your hips. Don't know, but I do like the look of it. The Saskia blouse looks very similar to something they've released in previous years. I like it. Again, it's not overly special to me. I don't really like a high neck in spring summer either, particularly summer. I just find it a little bit stifling, although I guess you can wear this open, unbuttoned and opened like it's styled in the picture. This dress, on the other hand, beautiful. I absolutely love this. The Claresset dress. This is gorgeous. It looks like 100% cotton, like a poplin style of cotton. Hopefully it won't be too see-through, or it will be lined. It doesn't look lined from the pictures, but hopefully because it's that cotton poplin, it's a little bit thicker and a little bit more opaque than a translucent white. But I love the crochet. I love the long sleeves. I love the eyelet details. It's more of an eyelet rather than a crochet. Very, very pretty. I do really like this one. It definitely looks like a maxi. So this probably will be too long on some people, but I would quite like to try this one, I think. I will do a video probably trying a few of these pieces on in a week or two whenever they arrive, and this is probably one that I'm going to be adding to my basket to try. Moving down, we have the Ricka dress, which is kind of like a dress version of that previous blouse that we talked about a second ago. Again, it's pretty. I don't like it as much as the Clarissa dress, but it is nice if you like something sleeveless, or you like something more of a midi length, or you're very petite and this is going to come out more maxi on you. Again, it looks like it will be cotton, I think. And this one does look lined. It looks like it has that eyelet detail and then it has a lining underneath, so it won't be sheer. This Lorraine blouse is nice. I don't like too much shirring. I don't like a whole bodice of shirring. I just find it a little bit uncomfortable, especially when it's really warm. I find this very tight shirring, or smocking if you call it that, a little bit stifling again, as well as the high ruffle neck, which you can't wear any other way. So this is a skip for me, but it's pretty nonetheless. The Amber cardigan looks lovely. Again, I cannot really see what this is properly like, but I like the tone of the brown. It's like a slightly cooler, not cool brown, but like slightly less rich and warm than they usually do. The Simona pouch, that is very beautiful. If you have a holiday and you want a little clutch to wear on holiday or to a summer wedding, this looks really, really gorgeous in the raffia. This picture is so beautiful. I just love all of the colours together, white and blue. It feels very Mediterranean. I like this bag as well. I don't know what that is, but I really like the look of that raffia bag. Interesting. Moving down, we have this almost suit set, like a summer suit vibe. Not my cup of tea, not something I think would suit me, but I do really like it on the model. I think if you have the right body, the right style, this could look very chic. It looks like it could be a cotton linen or a cotton linen viscose blend, hard to tell. The trousers are very high-waisted. This is something I find with Sézane trousers. Sometimes they're just a little bit too high-waisted. I love a high waist. It's the only kind of waist cut that I wear of a trouser, but sometimes the Sézane ones are designed for people who are so tall that they're coming up kind of ridiculously comically high on an average size person. So those look like they could be like that a little bit. They are bringing out a pair of 70s suede trousers to match. It's a very beautiful look. It does feel a little bit more autumnal to me, especially because a suede trouser in spring summer feels a little bit heavy and hot to be wearing, depending on your climate. I do like the jacket though, the fringe jacket. I'm never a massive fan of fringe. I have to say, I do love a 70s moment, a boho moment. Fringe feels a little bit more costumey to me sometimes, a little bit too on the nose, and yeah, I don't really love it. I do love the blouse that they've paired underneath it, but there's no link to that or name for that, so I'm not sure if that is actually a piece that will be coming out, but it is really beautiful. We have some pieces. The June basket, I do like the June basket, that's already out. This top was the top that sort of stopped me in my tracks when I saw some of the imagery released on Instagram. This one is one of my favourites. I will say I was so excited to try this when I first saw the pictures. It is absolutely beautiful. It has this like cape style, so the sleeves are more of a cape. This gorgeous detail, again, it's very Chloe, it's very Ulla Johnson, See New York, that kind of vibe as well. However, I saw this styled on a sneak peek on their TikTok the other day, and it is really, really cropped. Unfortunately, you can't really tell in these pictures. You can tell it's cropped, but when I saw it on this model on TikTok, I don't know if she's just really tall, but it was like coming up to, there was a good amount of skin on show between her jeans and the top, and I was a little bit gutted about how short it was. It just doesn't feel very wearable, but if you're very petite, it actually might work out well on you. So it's one I might still try and see if I can make it work, see what it looks like on me, because maybe she is very tall and actually on my 5'5" frame, it won't look overly cropped, but I'm not as optimistic about this one as I first was when I saw the imagery, but it is absolutely stunning. It does have a little bit of a high neck, which I've just said I don't like in the spring summer, but for something that's beautiful, I can look past that. This I think is the same top. Yeah, this is the same top as the white version. Again, it's beautiful, but not for me. I don't like all the shirring and also these bow details at the back. I just feel like sometimes stuff like that can feel a little bit awkward, a little bit uncomfortable. I really do like this blue set, particularly the skirt. I'm not massive on the top. I think the top looks a bit plain, a bit boring, but the Duda skirt, that looks very nice. It looks like a cotton kind of lace, I don't know what you'd call it, very pretty. It reminds me of Doen, that kind of vibe, but more affordable, which is always good. I also really like this Espen jacket. I don't need another quilted jacket in my life or whatever this is, but I love the blue floral. I'm a sucker for a navy floral with like a ditzy print and the white trims as well. I think this is gorgeous. If you're looking for a jacket like this, You want something cool toned, something that is quite wearable. That looks very promising. Okay, scrolling down we have, I think these are already out, the nail shirts, these shoes. This is a new dress. They have this pattern, this print, this material in a couple of different styles. This one is nice, simple, pretty. They also have it in this top. Again, so many high necks in this collection. Almost all of the tops are high necks. If you don't like that, you're kind of not going to have anything to choose from because, yeah, they all have it, which is, it's a little bit annoying. Another high neck. I don't know if this one, no, this one is new. This one looks like the Valentine blouse from a couple of years ago, the one I had in pink. It looks like the white version of that, very similar. This is a denim dress. They always have, or it's like a chambray. I don't know if it's actually denim. It's very thin, it looks like. But they always have a dress similar to this, I find, every spring, summer. This one is nice. Again, it has the high neck. It's probably a maxi length with a belt. It is very pretty. It has some really nice details on it. These shoes are actually quite nice. These flat espadrilles. I do feel like you could probably find these at a better brand though, like a shoe wear brand, an espadrille brand for a similar price. So I don't know, but they are nice. I think they're a nice alternative to a ballet flat, a Mary Jane, a sandal if you want something a little bit different. But yeah, I would probably get them elsewhere. Moving down, again, this very 70s outfit with the clogs. I actually quite like the look of the clogs. A Maru blouse, which doesn't have a high neck. It has more of like a round neck. It does have a little puff shoulder. That one's quite nice. Simple. This one as well, the Florica blouse, not my colour. I don't think this would suit me, but if you suit these at like warm tones, if you have olive skin, maybe this could look nice. Again, it doesn't have the high neck. It has that bow detail. It looks like it's cotton. It looks like it's quite a stiff, again, poplin cotton. This is a blouse, beige. A little bit boring, okay. This is a new skirt, the Clarina skirt, similar to the Clarine skirt. Don't know what the difference is, whether it's just the material or the colour, but it does look really pretty if you're into very neutral colours. This jacket is very full on. It looks a little bit like a robe. I think this is the only picture of it, so I can't really tell what length it is, what style of it. It does look a little bit like a kimono or a robe, but it's interesting, it's fun. This jack cardigan is nice. I don't love the colour again, but I do like, it looks like it's 100% cotton. It looks like a few of their, it looks very similar to some of their knitwear they already have or they used to have that's 100% cotton, and I love 100% cotton knitwear in the spring, summer. These trousers, I think these are the white ones, also coming in suede. It looks by the price of these, it looks like these are suede. Again, I think these are so unflattering, I have to say. I think in the previous image, they had the blouse untucked, so it was a little bit more forgiving, but they remind me of Humpty Dumpty trousers. Just being like comically high-waisted with this paper bag waist, I just really don't think it's very flattering, especially with the top tucked in. And yeah, I can just imagine this looking really awful on me, or on probably quite a few people that aren't this model. It looks okay, like she could just about get away with it, but I still don't think it looks very flattering on her. We have the Samantha dress, which kind of looks like the Pippa dress a little bit, with this tie detail in this beige floral print if you like your neutrals. We also have the Raquel dress. I've never really liked the Raquel dress. I know it's probably quite a popular item because it's so simple and it's so classic, but I don't know, it's a little bit old-fashioned looking for me with the belt and the like almost like the shirt style sleeves. It's okay. We have another top, looks like a bandeau style top in that same pattern. It's not my favourite of patterns. The colours are just like a little bit wishy-washy, but it's okay. Again, that's just my personal preference. If you like more warm tone neutrals, then that's a really good option for you. These pieces are mostly pieces that I think are already out, like the clo jumper is out. Yeah, these are all out. Apart from this jumper here, which looks like it could be another cotton number in a short sleeve. Interesting, again in that same colour. This whole outfit is already released, so yeah, don't know why it's really included. This top is very pretty. Again, this is something that I feel like immediately catches your eye because it's just so unique. I don't think I would buy it. I think it looks really nice, but I just don't know. I don't know how wearable it actually is, but I do think it's really pretty. I'd be interested to know what the composition is, whether it's cotton or viscose or polyester. We will see. I'm not a fan of this pattern. Again, this just looks very washed out to me, almost like it's been through the wash 100 times and it's faded. It just looks, I don't know. I get this might suit some complexions though. It might be that if you're maybe like a summer, I'm not sure, you might suit this, but to me this is just, it just looks old. it looks like it's been in your wardrobe for a long time. We have a mini Faro bag that's already out, these bracelets. This is a front, oh that's already out. All of these are out, okay, so these are old pieces. Again, they're a cowl dress in a striped version. Also just not a fan. The Clio basket, that has been, I guess, restocked, I'm guessing so, because I know that sold out the first time. I'm not a fan of that. I just think it's so impractical. Like, you can only carry it like that. And it's huge as well. I don't mind a top handle bag when it's small, but when it's that big and cumbersome and you can only carry it with a top handle, I just don't think you're ever going to wear that other than maybe for a photo shoot. This is a nice simple dress. Again, if you're into a mini, you just want something really easy breezy, I feel like that's a really nice option. I love the Solia dress, this gingham print. Gorgeous, green, lovely. I like this style of dress with the puff sleeve. It's kind of similar to what I'm wearing now, but it has more of definition around the waist, which is nice. I really like that one. I might try that one as well. I also like the top version. I think this reminds me of Doen. It reminds me of that slightly sort of, I don't know what you would call it, that slightly more relaxed country aesthetic. I really like that, and I'm tempted to try both the dress and the top and see which one I prefer. I really love this outfit. When I first saw the picture, I thought it was a dress. And then when I saw the lookbook, I realized it's a top and a skirt. Unfortunately, it's not going to be dropped tomorrow because it says it's coming soon. But I am definitely going to try this when it releases. Probably not the top because, again, I'm not a massive fan of something that's fully shirred or smocked. But the skirt, I'm definitely going to try. Hopefully, as long as it's not viscose. But I imagine it's going to be cotton. And yeah, I'm definitely going to try this. I love the pink gingham. I think that's so pretty and a little bit different. You don't often see a pink gingham. And then, is this the final image? No, we've got a few more. I think some of these pieces have not been shown. I don't recognise this gingham top. I might be wrong, but I don't think I've seen that. And I don't think I've seen that floral blue dress either. So yeah, it looks like there may be a few more pieces to come later on. This is another dress that I love. I love that it looks pretty much just white, but then if you look really up close, it's got these pink flowers on it. Again, it looks kind of similar to the pattern of my dress today. I really like it. I love the tiered skirt. Yeah, this is another one I'm probably gonna order to try. And that is everything. So it's definitely not the biggest collection they've released this year. It's a relatively small capsule. Wow, it's not small, but it's not as big as some of their previous spring drops, but I absolutely love it. Visually, aesthetically, the styling, the photography is perfect, right up my street. It definitely feels a little bit more like the Sézane of yesteryear rather than the very trendy Gen Z Sézane of today, which I love. I'm definitely going to be trying a few pieces. I haven't done a Sézane try on video in months now, nothing. I haven't placed an order in a few months now, but I'm definitely going to be placing an order tomorrow when these pieces drop. Probably just a few of them, because in reality most of them won't quite work for me, but I think there's a good 4 or 5 pieces that I'm really excited to try. So do look out for that video on my channel in the next week or two. Let me know what you're thinking of ordering. Do you love this drop? Do you love that boho 70s style? Are you very into it? Or is it an absolute no for you? I know some of you really don't like that style and you do much prefer the minimal style from Sézane. So I'd be interested to hear your thoughts, to hear what you think about this final spring collection. I think this is the final spring drop before they move into summer pieces. So yeah, overall I'm very happy, I'm very pleased with it, and it definitely is more up my street than a lot of their previous collections have been. If you would like a try on video for this collection, then let me know by liking this video. That will let me know if that's something you're still interested in, because I know sometimes when I post Sézane try-ons these days, people are all like, I thought you weren't buying from Sézane anymore, even though I've literally never said that. But yeah, I'm doing them very occasionally when there are pieces that interest me and excite me. So let me know if you would like that. Let me know how you're doing. I feel like I haven't posted in a few days, so let me know how you are. And yeah, I hope you're all doing really well, and I will see you very soon in my next video.